Compound sentences. Before we learn what compound sentences are, we must review simple sentences. The definition of a simple sentence is one subject and a predicate. Or, think about it this way: one subject and a verb plus everything following the verb. Now this pattern is more formally called an independent clause. So if you see the pattern of one subject and a predicate, that is called an independent clause. So the definition of a simple sentence can be called an independent clause, one independent clause. A compound sentence is a sentence that has at least two independent clauses. So at least two. These independent clauses will be joined together by either coordinating conjunctions or a semicolon. What's a coordinating conjunction? Well, these are words that join together independent clauses. The word conjunction comes from two Latin words, con and junto. If you speak Spanish, you recognize these words because con means together and junto means to join. So conjunto means to join together. So conjunction means to join together. So conjunctions are words that join independent clauses together. And there are 7 of them in English. These 7 are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Now an easy way of remembering these 7 is by looking at the first letter of each word, and it gives you an acronym, fanboys. So you can remember it as fanboys and think, well, for, and that way it'll help you remember these 7. So these 7 words will join together independent clauses. Here's an example. He runs home, but she walks. He is the first subject, runs is the first verb, so runs home is the first predicate. That is one independent clause, a subject and a predicate. She is also a subject and walks as a verb. And if you remember our definition of a simple sentence, it can simply be a subject and a verb. And notice the 2 independent clauses are joined together by a coordinating conjunction, the word but. So that is a compound sentence. Example number 2. Billy completed his homework and his dog ate it. So Billy is the first subject, completed is the verb, completed his homework is the predicate. So you have a subject and a predicate. Dog is the second subject, ate is the verb, ate it is the predicate. Now notice I didn't highlight his. His is called a possessive pronoun. So dog is the subject. So you have another subject and another predicate. So you have 2 independent clauses, and the word and is the coordinating conjunction in this sentence. So here is another example of a compound sentence. Example number 3. Sarah came home and she sat down and she turned on the television. Sarah here is the first subject. Came is the verb. Came home is the predicate. So Sarah came home is the first independent clause. She is another subject. Sat is the next verb. Sat down is the next predicate. So now you have a second subject, second predicate, second independent clause. She again is a subject. Turned on is the verb. Turned on the television is the predicate. So you have 3 independent clauses in this sentence. And the words and, both times, are working as the coordinating conjunction. So the first and is joining together Sarah came home and she sat down. And the second coordinating conjunction is joining she sat down and she turned on the television. Now notice, this sentence has 3 independent clauses, but if you remember our definition of compound sentences, it's at least 2 independent clauses. So here we have at least 2 because we have 3. Example number 4. Bobby laughed hard, his brother did not. So Bobby is the first subject, laughed is the verb, laughed hard is the predicate. So you have one subject and a predicate, that's one independent clause there. Brother is the next subject, did not is the next verb. And again, a sentence can simply be a subject and a verb. So here you have two independent clauses. And this time they're joined together by the semicolon, which is colored green here. And again, a semicolon can join together two independent clauses. And the last example. He likes to eat pizza, yet it is unhealthy. He should eat salad instead. He is the first subject. Likes to eat. Notice there are two verbs in there, likes and to eat. Whenever you have the verb like, it has to be followed by another verb. So that's the verb, and pizza is the object. So likes to eat a pizza, that's the predicate. You have one independent clause there. It is the next subject, is the verb, is unhealthy is the predicate, so it is unhealthy is a second independent clause. He is the third subject. Should eat, again, the word should has to be followed by another verb. So should eat is our verb. Salad is our object, so should eat salad instead, that's the predicate. You have three independent clauses in this sentence. The first two independent clauses, he likes to eat pizza and it is unhealthy, are joined together by the coordinating conjunction yet. And the second and third independent clauses, so it is unhealthy and he should eat salad instead, are joined together by a semicolon. This fits our definition of a compound sentence. At least two independent clauses, we have three here, joined together by coordinating conjunctions and or semicolons. Thanks for watching. Until next time.